So hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Amesie's Corner. How are you all doing out there? So I got something a little different planned for today. This company over here called Jack's Towing, and they owned all of these 3 houses right here and all the property around it, has been for sale for some time. You can see the sign over there, and sold. So yeah, they sold their business, they sold all their properties. This is also Kelly Graphics. They're the people that designed the sticker, my decal here, and they make those for me on occasion when I get them. You got to get those from me in person. I don't really send them out, I apologize. But yeah, they got a whole lot of stuff out to the side of the road and a few things I find interesting. And I figure if I find it interesting, you guys probably will too. Oh. Oh. All sorts of good stuff over here. So first thing I notice is this old Dodge dually bucket truck right here. That's pretty cool. I did always like these older Dodges. Apologize for any wind noise. It's a little breezy out here, but interesting little truck. Decent shape for what it is. Would be a 79. You know, she's a little holy. Oh, look at that 4-speed. Granny gear first 4-speed. Always thought the dashes were cool in these too, but yeah, an old worker. A bunch of other stuff going on. Some other much less interesting automobiles. It's got a bunch of wheels and tires. Got even more wheels and tires. But the thing that really caught my eye was this thing right here. Look at this thing. I actually find this rather interesting. This would be a cheap Chinese 150cc GY6 powered Dune Buggy thing. This is the same engine that is on the Super Scoot. Can you imagine if that engine can move this big heavy little twister ATV thing? Imagine how fast the Super Scoot goes. But that's what kind of find interesting, because I have a whole lot of engine parts for this thing. But let's take a quick look around, then we'll come back to that. I might make an offer on that. Then again, I got enough projects. That's a diamond in the rough right there. Old steel hedge trimmer. That's pretty cool. Compressors. What's that? A paint pump? So that's a paint pump, maybe. That's what it looks like to me. An old vibratory damper with a 3.5 Briggs on it. I saw this thing. This was pretty cool too. Limited input AC arc welder. Looks like it's there. It's a stick welder. An old stick welder. Bet you there's somebody out there that would love that thing. What else we got? Diesel oil tank. Look at that D-ring. That's a D-ring. Random cappuccino machine. Something about the... I'm always intrigued by vending machines and stuff like this. I always find them kind of interesting. Let's see what else we got over here. An old tire machine. An old Hoffman. Yeah, it's definitely an old Hoffman tire machine. H-O-F-M-F-F-M-A-N, Hoffman. New style too. That's probably a good tool to have. I wouldn't mind having that. The front door to an old Bobcat, an old skid steer. What do we got here? An old mantle? An old bar or something? Oh, I ain't gonna peel the cover off. Oh, look at this. That's pretty cool. Too bad it couldn't be made into remote control. Oh, this is something I'm interested in. I need one of these, but this is a trailer hitch cargo carrier that plugs into your trailer hitch. I actually, if I had a trailer hitch, I could really use that. Chrysler rims, ain't nobody gonna want those. Spray and spurts, pipe weld, PVC, cement. Boy, a little bit of everything, huh? You want some Lincoln Log? Oh my God, I had this set as a kid. Oh, I remember that. I also had that shirt. Oh, that brought back some memories. Marlboro Unlimited canteen, interesting. An old coffee mill. There's a little bit of everything. Y-trap, hornets and wasp trap, random. An old yard sucker vacuum chipper shredder, old bathtub. Look at all these pressure washers. Random lawn mowers. Wow. A dump bed for a pickup truck. That's interesting. Bunch of plows, random plows everywhere. A little toy combine. How cool is that? Wonder if that's an actual John Deere toy or just a knockoff. And then there's whatever this is. This is something I've seen here for some time. What in the world is this thing? Is this some kind of towable gantry or something? No idea, guys. No idea what I'm looking at. This is not a material lift. I'm saying this is some sort of like gantry lift. You tow it up to your building so you can wash windows, but how does it go up? Where's the mechanism to get high? Must all be down there. Interesting. There's a name on it. Rustgo. A Rustgo. What in the world is this? Boy, it is definitely a strange piece of equipment. Kind of reminds me of an old hay hauler. Like you see a tractor hauling bales of hay. They use a similar, you know, wheel and axle layout, but it looks like some sort of really sketchy, really dangerous lift, man lift. A bunch of what are these 100 gallon containers. These things hold all sorts of weird stuff like ink. This is you ever read a newspaper? This is what the ink mostly comes with. A puzzle conserver. Probably something to do with printing, I'm gonna guess. Hubcaps. We got a hubcap for just about everything. A tabletop water bubbler. Mailbox. Random. JVC radio. Could have used that boat prop a few years ago. Random radiator, random straps, random just whatever. Little Camaro taillights. Instead of Camaro taillights. Another boat. Someone must have done some painting boats and stuff. Rosebud. Wow, just a whole lot of random stuff. Let's take a look at the one thing that I came here to look at, because I might be able to do something with it, but I don't know if it's worth it. And that is this little Dune Buggy. I think it'd be a blast, though. I bet you it's a blast in its day. These were Chinese, imported from China. Didn't cost much. I think you could probably buy this thing brand new for $1,000, $1,200 bucks, $1,500, under $2,000. But it looks like it's been sitting much too long to be of any good for anything. I mean, rotted right out. It's too bad. Yeah, it's too bad. Now it looks like what happened is the frame filled up with water and then froze in the cold and blew it apart. That seat's definitely not the seat that belongs on it. Ah, yeah. Wonder if it's locked up. Looks like they used the kickstart. That's actually a kickstart they used for the exhaust mount, so I can't even spin it over. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is probably a little too far gone for to be of any use to me. Maybe if someone has one and they need parts, this would be a good donor for parts, but really cool engine setup. Like I said, this is exactly the same 150cc GY6 engine that's in the Super Scoot, only instead of where the rear wheel goes, they add a sprocket. And it's pretty much that basic. It still has all the stuff for the brakes. You can see where the brake pivots would go and everything, but yeah, they add a chain drive. Really compact system like that. Well, alright guys, I figured I'd just stop by here because there was a lot of weird, lot of cool stuff. Well, these zero ventless, zero tolerance or clearance heaters, these are pretty neat too to have in a campsite. I actually had one of those in an old motorhome. Well, anyways guys, I figured I had to stop by and take a look. If I find something interesting, chances are you guys will too. It's too bad about that little scooter there, that little Dune Buggy. That would have been a fun little thing. Well, anyways guys, thanks for watching. And on that note, and until next time, keep it out of the cabbage.